Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans.
Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Gun. Shot. 180. Playing cut.
Burrow looking to pass. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. McPherson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Texans have 14-2 heading into this final week. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
At the 36-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll look to throw here. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do with defense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Fowler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready.
Now a give right side. It's Fowler. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive starts with a run from HN. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Here's White. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Lion.
Up the middle they go. Roberson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Roberson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now White. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go now.
They'll run on first down. Roberson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw, White. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The first carry for Samaje Perine. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Back to throw again. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Check.
They'll try to run this one in. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Bengals 3. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Brian Brzee. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he continues to add on to his amazing touchdown total on the ground. That is number 25 for him on the year as he moves ever closer to the all-time record. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Texans 21, Bengals 3. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brought down at the 26.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now White. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
On first down, it's Fowler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
27-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now a handoff up the middle. Fowler trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's now
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. White looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. White. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the jump.
On the ground, it's Taj Brooks. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. White got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Back to throw. White. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They toss to Pirine. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's White. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is. Short. Samaje Perine denied on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fowler. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 107 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Up the middle they go. It's Fowler. And this runs up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready,
a yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Start. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Motion, motion, motion.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it could be a